Hi everybody, it's Susan Paget from thechangeguru.net. Thank you so much for joining me for another weekly video. You know, it's about my 6-month anniversary of doing these videos, and I thought it was the perfect time to share with you a really super profound lesson that I've learned in this past year that I think is a real key answer for those of us who are seeking ways to make change in our lives, especially at midlife. You know, I started on my journey looking into women at midlife and issues of perimenopause and menopause and how it affects us as we go into the second half of our life for the last 4 years. And only in the last year did I turn it into a business. And one of the things that really challenged me as far as a business was going into social media. You see, I'd always been behind the scenes in my old career as a television producer. I never ever had to tweet. I never had to do Facebook. I never had to do YouTube videos or things like that. I might not come off as a shy person, but to do that really seemed super scary. In fact, it was something I was super hesitant to do. But of course, in these days, you have to do certain things like that, especially when you're running this type of business. So anyways, I started to do these YouTube videos about 6 months ago. And I will look back at them sometimes and I will just cringe. I'll just say, oh, look at the way I look, or I'll see that, I'm not filming with any special lights, or I'm talking off the top of my head, so it's not scripted out, and I'll and ah, or sometimes I'll forget what I'm saying mid-sentence. You've seen them all if you've been watching my videos. So I really, I'm going for it, but I'm making so many mistakes along the way. But the awesome thing about that, when I reflect on where I was last year compared to this year, is I have literally faced a fear and a challenge and am now clearly moving into the direction of my dreams. By doing the thing that I was worried about being judged, what are they going to think of me? They're all going to laugh at me, that type of thing, to all the negative self-talk that, we can give ourselves. All those things, I just jammed right past them. I'm willing to make mistakes. I'm willing to fuck it up royally and just go for it regardless. It's been fun. It's been scary. It continues to be scary and, challenging me, putting me out of my comfort zone every single week. But if I look back on this year and how I've changed, I would have to say being willing to make mistakes, being willing to challenge my ideas of what I can do and what I can't do have been so powerful. And the one thing that makes it so worth it to me is if one woman sees this video and says, geez, if she can do it, I can do what I want to do, no problem. That's what I want. That's what I want so much. I want someone to just get some courage and some inspiration to see that if I can do something that is challenging, 51 years old, doing things that I never thought I would do, that I never thought I really wanted to do, but doing them, enjoying them, learning, making heaps and heaps of mistakes. If you can see that, I'm hoping that you can take it and make it translate into some area of your life where you want to make change. You might worry what people are going to think. You might be your harshest critic and judge what you're doing and think that you can't do it because maybe you look silly, or, what will happen if it doesn't work? What will happen if I don't compare to this person or that person, or I don't compare to my standards of it? I think that, and I know that our fear of failure, our desire for perfection is so high that it actually makes us procrastinate. It keeps us from going after our dreams. And a lot of us who are over 40 were really raised to be perfect. Our parents wanted us to get good grades. We had to do the best job possible, making mistakes was something that was never encouraged, and actually that's a mistake in itself. We're so used to having to do things to a certain standard and to aim for such perfection that we're afraid to try things. We're afraid to not be perfect. So if there's one thing that I can say about my journey, my 6 months doing these YouTube videos, my 1 year of running thechangeguru.net, is that change happens when you allow yourself to fuck up, when you allow yourself to make mistakes. Change happens. I'm proof of that, and I hope it inspires you to do the same. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you next week, and until then, go make some mistakes. Bye for now.